The world is pretty shit right now, guys.
It's not the greatest time in humanity.
It's not the best, but...
Humanity.
Right, nice, Sam.
Humanity.
But that's why we're here today. We're going to give you 10 minutes and 1 second of utter nonsense and garbage, complaining about stupid video games companies doing stupid things.
Ubisoft bad, 76 Bethesda bad. It's the old school.
These are great hits. These are the greatest hits right now. Why don't we have any Anthem bad? We can't. And Star Wars Battlefront 2. Unfortunately, that's good. So,
EA probably next time. But until then, goodbye. I don't know why. Goodbye.
Nice.
So firstly, before we even get to the Ubisoft story, may I point out that the Ubisoft logo looks like a toilet. I've seen this once in the comment section. I'm using it as mine, okay? So
stole it.
You heard it here first, everybody.
That's right.
Okay.
Should we do Ubi first?
Oh, let's do Ubi now. We're already on the Ubi now.
That's it. Okay. So, guys, Ubi, it's important to remember they're a changed man. Okay. After Ghost Recon Breakpoint, they've learned the error of their ways. Okay. They're not going to repeat any of that garbage.
Exactly.
They're the good guys now.
Have you seen Shawshank Redemption? You know, they redeem themselves by crawling through shit. I don't know.
It made no sense, but okay. So basically, Ubisoft promised after the failure of Breakpoint that they were going to go back to their drawing board and really reform themselves and make them much better in terms of how they approach game design and also game monetization. Haven't really seen any evidence of that yet. No games have come out yet from Ubisoft. Except for, an upcoming TrackMania game.
Ooh, I'm very excited for this. I mean, I love TrackMania.
Absolutely.
I've heard all about it before.
For sure.
All jokes aside, never heard of this game in my life. A lot of the people in the comment section are going to be like, what the hell is TrackMania? So first and foremost, it is quite a niche game. And I think Ubisoft have thought, okay, let's do a niche type of pricing structure with this, okay? So it's kind of, I don't think we've ever seen this before. We'll get to it now, but I don't actually think we've ever seen this particular type of pricing structure. So here it is, right? Free to play, but you don't get all the features. It's like a mobile game.
You don't get the track editor.
You don't get the track editor.
Which is actually kind of the main point of TrackMania in many regards.
Yes.
So, yes.
And you don't get some skins and some exclusive leagues and tracks and all this kind of stuff. You pay $9.99 for an entire 1 year subscription. And you get a base model, right? Or you can pay $29.99 for 1 year, get all the leagues and the special skins and this kind of crap. Or $59.99, right?
For 3 years.
For 3 years. Now,
that's right. So, Sam, you used a very dirty word there, okay? You used the word subscription.
Oh, of course.
It's very important to know that when you pay to access something for a limited time and then need to pay again to continue to access it, in Ubisoft's books, that's not a subscription.
I agree, man.
Responding to complaints about this word, a member of the development team named Emily
Castlevania
insisted that it was not a subscription. Quote, actually, it's not a subscription model, but an access to the game for a limited time, she wrote. You pay for having access to the game for one period, and that's it. When the time is over, you have to buy the game again for that time that you want to access it again.
I mean, it's so like World of Warcraft. I mean, that's not a subscription model at all. You play for a month, and if you want to play again, then you have to then buy another subscription for a month. This is an annualized version of that, really.
Correct. It's like Netflix, for example. It's not a subscription. You buy the Netflix, and then you have to buy the Netflix again the next month to continue watching the Bachelor.
There's no Bachelor.
Bachelor Brazil.
There's no Bachelor Brazil.
There should be Bachelor Brazil.
What have you been watching? Guys, so it's good that Ubisoft is clearing this up. But all jokes aside, there's no ability to buy this game. That's the most important thing. It's one thing maybe to have like a $9.99 for a trial period because it's only like 15% of what the actual game is worth. But you can't actually end up buying the game entirely. So let's just say you play it for 3 years. You've got to buy it again for another $60 if you want to sign in for another 3 years.
Yes.
So they're doubling the amount of money they can make out of this game.
It should be noted, though, that Ubisoft did backtrack on this whole, like, hey, it's not a subscription thing. They said Ubisoft's Nadio managing director, Florent Castelrock. That's another one.
That's another Castlevania guy.
That must be like a husband and wife duo or something.
Maybe.
Clarified on Twitter that TrackMania Nation's remake is in fact subscription-based, but added, it's not the point. In TrackMania, you will keep the 100 official plus 365 tracks of the day after your yearly access, and it's more related to traditional offline gaming content, he wrote in a message posted to TwitLonger. The question is that for online games that can benefit from support for years, what is the best model for each game? He basically goes on to talk about the fact that we're making this really cheap for now so that we can get it into your hands really cheaply, and then people who really want to stick with the game in the long term have to continue to pay to support the game. And look, I understand that. I do get that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But at the same time, as Sam said, you also need to offer people the chance to just buy the product outright and continue to own it.
Definitely. I think that, there might be something interesting here in terms of a way to put games cheaply into consumers' hands. Let them play it for a bit, and they like it, then yes, you're right. Let them buy it. But this current model is dangerous, I reckon. It is dangerous because...
It's dangerous, guys.
It's dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Honestly, if we're going to see big publishers like Ubisoft do this, and if it works, I don't want to see other publishers do the same shit, where you don't have any ability to buy a game.
For sure.
I think a cooler precedent would have been like, play the game for 6 months for $5. If you stick around after 6 months, you can buy the rest of the game for $55.99 because it's, $60 or whatever. That would have been kind of a cooler thing, right? It's a bit more of a pro-consumer thing. But I'm worried we're going to see EA, which of course we're going to see from EA, bring out the new Jedi Fallen Order and like, guys, it's $1 a day. Play it? You want to play it today? Log on, give us $1.
No, it's not a subscription, guys. You pay $1 to access it today, and then you have to buy it again for $1 tomorrow.
They're bringing back time zones. This is what's going on here. They're bringing back time zones.
Oh, I see it is.
You've got to go in, you've got to put the dollar in.
Like Millhouse.
Yeah.
EA Games. What a rip!
So guys, that's the end of that story. Just remember, if you want to become a member of the Laymen channel, you can click the join button below.
Exactly.
It's not a subscription.
It's not a subscription, guys.
You click the button and you become a member for 1 month, and then you need to pay again to continue to be a member the next month, but it's not a subscription, okay? So there you go.
We also have another subscription model, Laymen Live. You just have to pay.
You have to pay to donate. So exactly. Again.
Not a subscription.
Not a subscription.
Actually, that is not a subscription.
That is actually not a subscription. So,
anyway,
hard cut into Fallout 76 news. Beep.
So guys, we don't need to do the whole 76 backstory. Let's be real. Anyone that's watched
How many times we've done
anyone on YouTube, including us, knows it's a shitstorm. Terrible on Metacritic. The duffel kerfuffle, the terrible rum, the moldy helmets. Like, it just doesn't end with this, right?
The moldy helmet.
The bugginess.
And they only sold like 20 of those moldy helmets,
really?
by the way. Yeah, that
Young
was
got one.
This again?
Young got one.
No. That was a different moldy helmet. That wasn't that helmet. There was another helmet that was sold in stores, and that one only sold 20 units across like the whole lot. So...
Which is crazy. I thought they would have just gone absolutely gangbusters because Fallout 76 is the best game that Bethesda's ever made. Apart from that, now a lot of people were like, hey, where to refund at? Especially in Australia, okay? In Australia, we have our guiding protector, the ACCC, the ACCC, okay?
That's actually what it stands for.
ACCC.
That's right.
Akadaka, move over. Now, they, of course, went into bat for us, and they have ruled that, no, Fallout 76 was a buggy, crappy product, and you were entitled to a refund.
The Australian government said that Fallout 76 was a shit tier product, okay? There wasn't an exact box quote right there, but it well should have been. It should actually say that. This product is trash, give consumers a refund. ACCC. So the ACCC, our consumer watchdog, said, no, you must refund this product, ZeniMax, because it's garbage. This related specifically to the online store where people purchase copies online, for PC or whatever else, and then they downloaded them. And the ACCC said, no, you must give people their money back because it was such a disaster. It was a bit unclear whether or not this also applied to retail, and so EB Games was pushing back on that.
That's right. Now, EB Games was not given the refunds if you walked in. They were giving you probably all sorts of jargon about why it wasn't under refund policy, all this kind of garbage. Now, the ACCC did come out and actually say they are likely to have misled consumers about their consumer guaranteed rights over Fallout 76.
So EB Games weren't having any of it, and then it turns out the ACCC stepped in and they're like, listen, no, you got to do this. And then EB Games ate humble pie, and they're like, yeah, sorry about that. The ACCC goes on to say, consumers who are eligible for a refund for EB Games because they were denied a refund should contact EB Games before August 1st, 2020 by emailing EB Games, etc., etc. Consumers who accept a refund will lose their entitlement to access and play the game.
Oh, damn it.
God damn it!
God.
Why do you have to take it from
man.
us? So unfair.
I thought superannuation phone lines are going to be jammed. Now it's going to be EB Games, baby. They're going to be jammed too.
Superannuation? What are you talking about?
Yeah, on the news, they're like jammed. You have to like wait hours and stuff on the.
No one knows.
Yes.
First of all, no one knows what superannuation is outside of Australia.
Oh, really? Is that not a thing?
No. That's the news, guys. That's some ridiculousness, making fun of publishers. We hope you had a good laugh, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Laymen out.
Laymen out.